Hi everyone. So I just woke up from a dream and I felt like the Lord was just like healing my heart and doing a lot of things in my heart. First of all, like I didn't see my dad growing up for 10 years. So I was so used to not getting the emotional support that I needed and kind of addressing how I felt and not really getting an emotional response. And I think because of that, I became very numb in my life and I ignored my own emotions when I was with people. Like if I felt uncomfortable, if I had a problem with something, I wouldn't really speak up. And it took many years. Now I'm 35. I've learned to speak up and it's been a whole process. So in the dream, God was kind of like looking back on the people I liked, right? The men I liked. They gave me the bare minimum, right? So it was like the pattern of, like, for example, one guy, um, he would ghost me for a few months. He would block me for a few months. But at the time we were like just friends, right? But this was a person that I had feelings for, and like he he would not be emotionally available. So I would come across a lot of emotionally unavailable men. And I, in a way, was also emotionally unavailable. Why is that? I think I wasn't ready for full emotional no openness because it was scary. Full emotional openness means that you have to be super vulnerable, super open, and you get there's a risk of getting hurt. And I think a lot of people, right, like spend a lot of time in their careers, they earn money, but they're not really in the energetic space to be vulnerable. They think they're in a good relationship, but when they talk about vulnerable things and truth, the other partner doesn't respond well. And I reached that level in my life where I was like, I am going to be vulnerable and open no matter what. I'm going to be honest about what I need, and I'm not going to back down. I feel like you fight for what it is that you believe you deserve, and some people can't be that vulnerable with you. They can't be that open. They can't be present. They don't want to be vulnerable and open about their own emotions. They don't want to acknowledge their own emotions or be there to process those emotions with you. And so they don't include you in their process. And it's like, you don't have to include me, but if you don't include me, I don't feel connected with you. And so there's a lot of relationships that it's like, okay, on the outside it looks like this and that and you guys have it all together, but are you sharing the deepest part of you? Being honest, being vulnerable, being truthful, and are you being heard? And at the base of it, that's the requirement. That's, you know, and good communication is everything, right? But if you're not being heard, like, what are you doing, right? So in this dream, I felt like, I just feel like in this season of my life, God has been just showing me, like, how I can access my feminine side and how I can be vulnerable, even more vulnerable, and be more honest about my feelings in my daily life with different people, with friends. And as I am more and more vulnerable and more emotionally open, I'm sensing that the people around me are more emotionally open too, and they're telling me how they feel, and I'm shocked because that's all I ever wanted, just honesty from people.